Fitness, everybody. I'm your host, Jim Dandy, and today we are circuit training once again. Let's get started. Okay, so station one, I've got the trampoline out. We're going to do a little leg work, get our heart rate up. So we're just going to step it out and step it in. Step it out and step it in. That's a minute. Station two, I've got our tubes here. We're going to do a little bicep work. And we're just going to come down on 1 foot to start, nothing too strenuous. And we're just going to come up on a nice 2 count. Up for 2, down for 2. Simple as that. Station 3, we're going to work those abs a little bit and work that chest a little bit. I've got my little weight wheel here. We're just going to hold it straight and we're going to twist side to side. We're going to work those chest muscles and we're going to work that core. Station 4, we are getting back to our legs. I've got my little rubber band here. We're going to slide that on and we're just going to do some lifts. We'll come out to one side again for a minute. Station 4, we're coming back, or Station 5, sorry, we're coming back to the tubes. And this time it's triceps. So we're going to hold one end down behind our back. And we're just going to do a nice little lift again for a minute. And Station 6, last but not least, we're going to come down to the trampoline. We're going to cross those legs Indian style. And we're just going to pulse upward, continuing to work out that core again for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll go through all 6 stations and I'll give you some time to multiply those stations before we move on to our second video. Let's get started. Alright guys, I've got that timer set for a minute. We're just going to step it out and step it in. Almost like you're doing that tire hurdle, but you're in place. But you want that kind of intensity, that speed. We're working those legs, but we're also getting that heart rate up. We want a nice high heart rate as we jump into this. It's going to give us a more productive workout. And if you want to warm up those arms too while you're doing this, just kind of stretch them out a little bit. I like to just kind of move them around. Just kind of loosen up those joints before we get started. Alright, that is 1 minute. I'm going to push this guy back a little bit. I'm going to grab my tubes. We're going to get some biceps in. Alright, got that timer set 1 minute. We're just going to put 1 foot down to hold the tubes in place. And we're just going to come up and down on a nice 2 count. Don't worry about speed on this. You really want to watch your form and maintain that intensity as you come up and down. Also hold that core nice and tight. That'll help maximize the output. We're just going to continue nice up and down for that minute. Okay, that is a minute. Moving on to our wheel, our weighted wheel. If you don't have a wheel, you can use a hand weight and you can still kind of get the same movement out of it. I'm going to go ahead and set this for a minute. We're going to come straight forward. And we're just going to twist that wheel side to side. Make sure you hold those arms nice and high, straight in front of you. And just twist side to side. You're going to work those biceps a little bit, you're going to work that chest some. You're also working that core, because you're going to tighten that core to help keep those arms up. So it's just a good full body workout. And again, it's not about speed, just focus on holding the pose. We're going for that minute length. Make sure you control that breath and really hold that core tight. That's going to help you maintain that minute-long workout. Alright, that is 1 minute. Alright, station 4. I've got my band here. We're just going to come down and slide that on. One side and then the other. Okay, and we are going to set our timer here for 1 minute. And we're just going to focus on the right side first. Lifting it nice and high. As high as the band will allow you to. Again, if you don't have the band's good for resistance. It adds a little weight. You can just stand here and do it manually. And if you want, kind of like stay high and pulse to add some of that intensity you're missing out on with the bands. And we're just doing a nice 2 count. Going for that minute length. Alright, station 5. Coming back to those tubes. Go ahead and set our timer here. It is triceps, so we're going to come behind. Hold that down by the rear for better resistance. And we're just going to pulse up. Nice 2 count. Getting a good extension into that tricep muscle. Again, we're going for a minute length. Make sure we maintain that breathing as we come up and down. Hold that core nice and tight too. That's going to help you maintain that intensity throughout the workout. Dig deep, guys. We're almost there. Nice. So let's go ahead and set our timer there. Get into position, and we're just going to pulse upward. You don't have to do a full sit-up. We're more focusing on crunching. I think it's more productive than a full sit-up because you're not worried about straining that lower back, but you're still getting a nice stretch in those core muscles. Alright, 1 minute. Alright, I'm going to do that rotation 2 more times, but I will see you guys in video 2 when we change up the sections. So, until next time.